Alibaba is also the most popular destination for online shopping. And today we are talking about the opportunity with Alibaba.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ms. Samantha Tng.
All right, so just waiting for the slides to be shown. So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, GIT, for having me here today. I'm learning so much about jewelry, and later on you'll know why. My name is Samantha, and I lead strategy ops for Alibaba.com here in Thailand. Some of you may wonder what is strategy ops. It's basically coming up with strategies to achieve the KPI, and then putting the operations together to execute the strategies. So in a nutshell, I do pretty much everything. If anybody is looking for a new job, we are hiring here. Before I formally begin, I would like to spend 1 minute sharing a little bit about myself. I started shaping my career with Uber, and then I moved on to Uber Eats, so basically the food for Uber, right? And most recently, I was with Ofo, the yellow bicycle sharing company from Beijing. Some of you may or may not know. So, and then that led me to where I am today, which is Alibaba.com. As you will be able to tell from that very short introduction, I probably have the least experience in anything to do with jewelry related in this room. So in the next half an hour or so, I will be sharing with you guys what my bosses pay me to talk about. Alibaba.com, the global B2B trading platform. Okay, so I know that many of you will probably know what Alibaba is. How many of you here know what is Alibaba.com? All right, I see one show of hands. Thank you very much. A couple of hands here. So basically, Alibaba.com is a global B2B trading platform by Alibaba. And what we aim to do with this trading platform is to make it easy to do business everywhere. So we break it down to 3 simple parts. With easy, we are actually basically referring to an easy-to-use platform and service. If what we are going after is a pretty mass market. So if we do not make it easy enough, I believe we will not be able to capture the market size that we want to. So we want to make it easy, and we want business to means trading, so business to business. We also have B2C, but that will be your Lazada, your Taobao, and your, your Tmall. But basically, Alibaba.com is a B2B platform. And everywhere for us means cross-border, right? So that brings me to our company's, or rather our brand's mission. Being a platform or a marketplace, as most people will be aware, is that we have a lot of stakeholders. And trading itself is essentially not a one-person job. As a platform, and having to juggle multiple stakeholders, we have more complications. So with Alibaba.com, we are hoping to build a platform that is transparent for information exchange, transparency in terms of product as well. So it's a platform where buyers and sellers can build credibility and then showcase their quality product. So in terms of building credibility on a B2B platform, what we learn is that certification is very important. So in terms of jewelry, I'm aware that GIT has provided a certification, so that's something that most of us here can consider. Our mission is also to encourage or to promote global buy, global sell. So what this really means is to open the door to the world and not let any business be limited by, physical locations. So when you bring yourself online, anybody can access it. It's like going on to Google. And to really make it easy for world trading. And what I'm really most excited about is this part called supply chain service. So supply chain service would include logistic, custom, foreign exchange, taxation. And that is different in every country that we are going into or that we are already in. Right now, Alibaba.com in Thailand is basically a matching platform where I match buyers to sellers. So if you're looking for durians, I would if I'm looking for durians, I'll go onto Google, search Thai durian. Probably, and most likely Alibaba.com will appear on the first 3 results. So I'll go in there, and then I'll find a seller, and I'll talk to the seller. And after that, everything happens offline. So what Alibaba.com wants to achieve in Thailand is to close the loop. Closing the loop means, as a buyer, you'll be able to pay via the platform. You'll be able to get your logistics services via the platform. So that's what we're looking to do here. We're looking to close the loop. And we hope that step by step, with the resources of Alibaba Group, we can complete a trade platform, not only for sourcing, which is what we are having currently, but also enable the entire trade deal with supply chain service online. And then if we are able to achieve that vision, then what we have essentially created is what we call EWTP, an Electronic World Trade Platform. Yeah. So we are helping businesses to connect. Some numbers here. So right now we have presence over 200 countries and regions. We have over 10 million active buyers, so people who are going on our platform asking for what various products that they need. And we have over 150K suppliers. But I'm not going to lie here and go on a stretch. This 150K suppliers mostly comes from China. So what this means is that globally or outside China, there's a huge market waiting for Alibaba.com out there. All right, so going again to numbers. So what we are starting to see on our platform is that from terms of buyer, so people who are sourcing Alibaba.com, they are getting younger and younger. 49% of our buyers are between 18 to 34, and that's a huge jump from just last year. Why? Number one, both the key e-commerce players in the region are all pushing towards mobile first, right? They are putting more research, more money, more development money into creating phone applications. And 62% of users operate on mobile smartphone. So that's some important statistics here. So what this means is that we have to start thinking mobile first. We, meaning that we as a supplier, have to think about how our buyers are starting to buy, right? So being a mobile first base means that as supplier, we need to always be online, or rather be online as much as we can. We need to be able to reply faster, and we need to be able to keep up with the trends that's happening on mobile applications. So these are some of the latest trends that we see on Alibaba.com. 54% growth in unique views. More and more buyers are coming onto the platform. And sourcing buyers, another 40% growth. So to better attract, engage, and deal with the buyers, we need to collaborate closely on number one, buyer experience. So buyer wants quality products, right? So that is what we are trying to do here by balancing the supply and demand. Standard displays. Everybody wants to know that things, there has to be a template to certain things, otherwise the website will become a clutter or a huge mess. And effective communication. So this brings me back to my point of replying faster. But in terms of effective communication, our platform also provides a live translation tool. So for instance, if you are a Thai supplier and there's a Chinese buyer, the Chinese guy may be asking you in Chinese, you can reply in Thai, the platform will translate it for you. It's all powered. So someone asked me, how is this being done? Is it being done by you guys hiring a team of call centers and to reply real time? No, we actually put in money into AI, so it's all powered. It's not the best right now, but it's enough to keep going, and I believe that this version will just keep improving itself as more and more people use the platform to communicate. Number two, we need to focus on building a marketplace in the industry. So in the Alibaba.com itself, we are using keywords advertising. So pretty much like how Google operates itself. So if you are a coconut supplier and we have tens of thousands of coconut suppliers on the platform, how you would be able to stand out, it's really to invest in keywords advertising. And that will push you up further during the search within Alibaba.com and our targeted industry. Supplier enablement, it's to help our supplier understand their customer, discover and empower them. So it's all about sales at the end of the day, right? So this is what we need to collaborate closely on to make sure that we are able to achieve global buy and global sell. So moving on, I'll be showing you a little bit about Thailand. So the inquiries of Thai supplier has increased 73% over the last 3 years, which means that there are more and more inquiries coming to Alibaba.com looking for Thai products. Thai products are getting more and more competitive and are needed in a global marketplace. We also see that mobilization has increased, thus aligning again with the data that we have seen about buyers moving to a mobile-first approach. But you will be surprised. I am also surprised. On Alibaba.com, our top category that we are seeing right now from Thailand are food and beverage, cosmetics, and agriculture. And the top 3 countries, the inquiries are coming from India, United States, and China. So my question is, where are the jewelry? Where are the jewelers? Why we don't see you here on the platform, right? So, and then just remember this slide, and I will pull out data from external sources. With data taken from trading economics, we can tell that jewelry export makes up a significant portion for Thailand. And the entire industry is valued at 11 billion USD. This is last year's numbers, right, which is pretty significant. Cross-referencing this data with the Ministry of Commerce, we can see who the top 10 countries are, just for jewelry. So India, China, and US, actually, the top 3 buyers on our platform are actually reflected in this table as well. And then we move on to Thailand, slightly deeper into numbers for Thailand. According to the number listed on GITP, we can only see 897 listed suppliers. But I'm sure we can all agree that this figure is greatly underrepresented. So this can only mean that a large portion of jewelry exports are happening offline, and that the online market has a lot more growth potential due to it being less crowded. So again, my questions would be, where are the jewelers on the platform? Matching this from the external sources that we know and matching it with our online numbers, the top inquiries for jewelry on Alibaba.com comes from Hong Kong, US, India. So again, it ties in very nicely with some of my previous slides about where jewelry exports are going from Thailand to the world. And on the platform, we have less than 20% of jewelry suppliers on Alibaba.com. So these are just 2 very simple but compelling data points. So again, emphasizing on my previous point on how much growth potential there is in terms of jewelry exports on Alibaba.com. Right, so this is our sharing with you a little bit on our growth forecast. We're actually looking to grow at least 49% in the next year, to this year and next year. And because of the lower competitiveness on Alibaba.com, we are putting a huge spotlight on Thai jewelry suppliers. We are in the business of providing a platform to match buyers and sellers. And from our data, we know that there's simply not enough jewelry suppliers on the platform. Yeah. So we would like to implore everyone here to start thinking why. Number one, why is that so? Number two, if you do want to go into online trading in terms of jewelry, then you have to start thinking of how to truly, how to adapt with the changes of being a mobile first, how to reach out to how to engage, how to attract your seller base, your buyer base. Yep. And with that, I've actually come to the end of my presentation. I hope that with that very short presentation, you are able to learn a little bit about Alibaba.com, about some of the plans that we have for the region, and some of the numbers that we see on our platform. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Samantha Tng. And of course, if anyone here has questions about Alibaba.com, please feel free to again and ask for more information with Samantha.